Greetings and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program's Conflicted Space. I'm Wrath, and let's go over where we left off. Now, in the last episode, the Draxx Corporation had a failed mission which left their broken and shattered ore drilling probe crashed on the moon's surface. Meanwhile, Ares Corp was able to successfully put a orbital station up at about 200 kilometers and have made it a commercially available station for all of the corporations to use in their efforts to further explore space. Meanwhile, this Hexadyne Deep Space Explorer has continued its long flight on a path to Eve. Now, since the other groups have to make their way to new designs and redesign their missions, we're going to go ahead and follow the path of the Deep Space Explorer as it continues its position here. We're going to speed up time so we can see it as it breaks from Kerbin orbit. Yep, so now we're going to go ahead and we need to okay, so we're going to go ahead and arrange this on its current flight path here, so let's switch it to face towards its maneuver node. And now the maneuver it's going to pull off is going to set it up for an encounter in about a little less than half a year with Eve. So they've got a long time before they will see results from this mission, because as you can see, Eve is traveling a lot faster around the sun, and so the mission will bring us to the point where this will put us, we have to wait a full day before this is in position. And okay, at 50 times speed here so we can get close to our marker very quickly. I don't want to go too much faster because otherwise I'll totally miss my chance. But we're actually gonna do this one a little bit tighter and see if we can't cut a lot of distance off of this maneuver. Alright, speed it up just a little bit more, because the Hexadyne scientists are impatient for data results and they want to try and force this mission to a quicker resolution. So in the meantime, they are planning. Alright, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. So they are quickly burning the craft's engine to bring its orbit down. And there, it has expended all of its remaining fuel. And now it is using its long-distance ion engines to continue to try and push. And of course, this means that this burn is going to take quite a lot of time. So I will cut out a lot of this burn from the actual video. Alrighty, so we're back, and the Deep Space Explorer has finished its correctional burn. It did have to make a secondary burn to correct its course because it missed part of its positioning. So now we do have a encounter set up for just under a third of a year from this time. So they've spent the better part of, I want to say 2 months transitioning from their original departure here to this point. So in that time, of course, Draxx and Ares have begun testing their new craft for their next missions. So we will cut back here in a minute with the next missions from Ares and from Draxx. With the failure of their previous launch, Draxx and Jebediah in particular felt that it was important that they make a bold maneuver to establish their claim on the moon and its resources before any other corporation could get there and beat them to the bounty that was the moon's available resources. So with that, they modified the vessel that they had planned for their second launch and established it for filling the role of both the mining vessel and the command unit that they had originally designed it for. And they quickly put into motion their plans for getting it to the moon. This vessel had been specifically designed by Jebediah as a forward base that could be moved to the moon and establish a refining ability for them to place their ships, their base, and build a new base of operations on the moon as they need. As such, the base came with the unit came with a very large crew of over 10 Kerbals and was designed to maximize their ability to get to the moon and claim it in the name of Draxx. Here we can see the vessel is about to do its first stage, and I'm using MechJet because I am terrible at doing these ascent paths. I'm very wasteful, and this ship really does not have enough room to be wasteful. So it really just has to have enough fuel to get itself up where it needs to be. Although you can't see it, there are 10 additional Kerbals inside in the refining system, the lab. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the assembly section of the vehicle, which is the core of the vehicle itself. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let this get itself into orbit here, since I'm terrible at this process. And I'm probably going to cut out most of the launch, or at least parts of it. Okay, so 83 and 85. So perfectly good orbit, and the autopilot is off. Alright, so now we need to plan our maneuver because we're right on the cusp of being able to go set that as target. And we're going to go ahead and deploy this shell, activate our RCS, and get this mission on track. And as you can see, the vessel is a ground unit designed to be driven across the surface of the moon so that they can reposition it wherever they need as the mission demands. And here we go. Okay. So we'll get this. We're going to try and get this started right at the 9-second mark, because I like to try and time these specifically. Alright. And burn. Perfect. So now that we've got that, we need to go ahead and take a look at the moon. Now this crash site right here is kind of where we want to go, because set this here to 70%, because that's the area in which we're going to get the best materials, but without sunlight we can't really see. I know that this is a very mountainous terrain, especially right here where the ore driller crashed. So we need to, and let's go look at, and then this is the, so we want to land right around here because that section right there is right where we will get the best of both worlds. So let's go ahead and bring out the MechJet landing assistance and pick a target on the map. So we will pick a spot right here and tell it to land at target. And there we go. She has touched down. Brakes are on. And that is successful. As you can see, she's got these stabilizing landing gears here. And we're going to go ahead and decouple. Set the vehicle down. Landing gear off. And let's go ahead and separate the drop pods. Alright. Jebediah has successfully landed his vehicle on the moon. So let's just move it away from the landing site, put the brakes back on, and start deploying the systems. Oh, we don't need the gears, we need the lights. Where's the lights? Lights on. Alright, so let's go ahead and deploy the power systems. Alright, so let's go look at the map, and yep, right on target. So now we will set this into position for mining. Okay, robotics. Alright, so we're deploying the metal mining arms. Deploying the other drills. Let's go ahead and put the landing gears down to brace the vehicle. And now she's ready to start mining. Let's go ahead and start the fuel cells. And that is all there is to it. She's now in mining mode. Play both of those. Start extracting. Start extracting. And so now you can see that she's pulling electrical charge. The system operates much better when the sun is up. So we will come back to this once sunrise has happened, and the ship is able to fill its reserves of ore and metal ore to begin processing. Until next time, I'm Wrath, and I will catch you on the flip side.